Today's idiom is, I always put my family first. This means you prioritize your family's needs and well-being above everything else, like work, hobbies, or even personal ambitions. It's a declaration of loyalty and dedication, showing that family holds the utmost importance in your life. While not tied to a specific historical event, the phrase put X first developed in English as a way to express prioritization. Over time, applying this structure to family became a common and natural way to articulate a widely held human value, the deep-seated belief in the importance of one's kin. Let's see this idiom in action. For our first example, even with a great job offer abroad, she decided to stay local because she always puts her family first. Here, the phrase beautifully illustrates a tough decision. Despite a promising career opportunity, her family's well-being and proximity were her top priority. It shows that putting family first often involves making personal sacrifices for the greater good of loved ones. Now for our second example, he might miss out on some social events, but he always puts his family first, especially during his kids' busy school year. This example highlights how everyday choices reflect this value. Missing social events isn't a huge sacrifice, but it demonstrates a consistent commitment to being present and supportive for family during important times. Both examples show that prioritizing family dictates actions and choices.
When you want to express a similar sentiment, you might say, family comes first. This is very close in meaning and often used interchangeably. The main difference is grammatical. I always put my family first is an active statement about your action, while family comes first is a more general declaration about the natural order of things, though still reflecting personal belief. Another option is, my priorities are with my family. This sounds a bit more formal or official, perhaps used in a professional context to explain why you need to decline an offer or leave early. Choose the one that best fits your context and desired tone.
To recap, I always put my family first is a powerful idiom signifying that your family's needs and welfare are your ultimate priority. This phrase reflects a universal human value that has been expressed in various ways throughout history, using the common English structure, put X first to highlight paramount importance. Remember, using this idiom clearly communicates your dedication and love for your loved ones. So whether you're making big life decisions or everyday choices, if your family is at the center of your world, this idiom is perfect for expressing that deep commitment. Keep practicing and showing your loved ones they come first. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, to get the most out of your money, you have to invest. This means to maximize the value or benefit from your funds, you need to actively allocate them for growth. This timeless financial principle emphasizes active management over passive holding, guiding economic thought for centuries. Let's look at examples. If you want to get the most out of your money, invest it wisely in stocks or real estate rather than just letting it sit. This is the literal financial application. It also applies to time. To get the most out of your money, invest time researching the best deals. Here, invest extends to effort, crucial for maximizing benefit.
Similar expressions include, make your money work for you, emphasizing passive income. Put your money to good use is broader, suggesting effective allocation for any beneficial purpose. Use the former for investment growth, the latter for general-wise spending.
In summary, to get the most out of your money, you have to invest means active investment is key for growth, not just holding funds. This timeless principle applies to various life aspects. Consider how you can invest your resources wisely to achieve your goals. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, sometimes we don't see eye to eye. This simply means that people don't agree or have differing opinions on a particular matter. The phrase implies a lack of consensus, where individuals view things from different perspectives. Its roots trace back to ancient texts and biblical references, suggesting that seeing eye to eye literally meant sharing the same physical view or understanding. Evolving by the 16th century to metaphorically represent mutual agreement, it's a common way to express disagreement politely. Let's look at how we can use this idiom in everyday conversations. First, imagine you're talking about family. My brother and I love each other, but we often don't see eye to eye on politics. Here, it clearly shows that despite their affection, they have different political views. Our second example brings us to a professional setting. The team members didn't see eye to eye on the best strategy, so they had a long discussion. This illustrates how disagreement can occur even when working towards a common goal, leading to a need for further discussion to find common ground. In both cases, don't see eye to eye perfectly describes a difference in opinion or perspective.
While sometimes we don't see eye to eye politely expresses disagreement, there are similar phrases. Be at odds often suggests a more persistent or significant conflict, possibly extending beyond a single issue, implying a state of friction. For instance, they've been at odds for years. On the other hand, have a difference of opinion is very direct and formal, simply stating that views diverge without the idiomatic flair. It's less evocative than not seeing eye to eye, which subtly implies a lack of shared perspective. Choose your phrase based on the intensity and formality of the disagreement.
To sum up, sometimes we don't see eye to eye is a fantastic way to describe when people simply don't agree or share the same viewpoint. It beautifully captures the idea of different perspectives, much like its historical origins suggesting a lack of shared vision. Remember, it's a very common and polite idiom to use when acknowledging disagreement without sounding overly confrontational. So next time you find yourself with differing opinions, you'll know exactly how to express it clearly and idiomatically. Keep practicing and incorporating these phrases. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be back before dark. This means a specific outcome is expected if no issues arise. This direct conditional expression, emerging in 19th century General English, conveys optimism that prearranged events will unfold smoothly. Consider these examples. If everything goes according to plan, our flight will land at 3 p.m., predicts smooth travel. The project should be finished by Friday if everything goes according to plan, shows timeline confidence. Both convey a hopeful expectation that events will progress without hitches.
Similar phrases include, barring any unforeseen circumstances, formal, implying potential disruptions. As long as nothing goes wrong is informal and direct, hoping for no problems. Each offers nuanced tones. Choose based on your audience and required formality.
In summary, if everything goes according to plan, I'll be back before dark conveys a conditional expectation of success. This straightforward common expression implies confidence. Use it to suggest you foresee no obstacles, anticipating smooth, timely progression of your plans. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, you're more than welcome to stay with us. This wonderful expression conveys a very warm and enthusiastic invitation, letting someone know you genuinely want them to stay as long as they need. It's a heartfelt assurance of hospitality. The word welcome itself comes from the Old English willkommen, meaning one whose coming is pleasing. By adding more than, we intensely amplify that original sentiment, making the invitation truly sincere and impossible to refuse. It evolved as a way to express profound kindness. Let's see these powerful words in action. In our first example, after a long journey, an aunt offers a truly comforting invitation. You're more than welcome to stay with us for as long as you need. This shows not just politeness, but genuine care and open-ended hospitality. For the second scenario, imagine a friend's apartment has flooded. We offer a helping hand saying, don't worry about finding a hotel. You're more than welcome to stay with us. Here, the phrase immediately alleviates their stress, providing a safe and inviting refuge. Both examples beautifully illustrate how this idiom conveys deep sincerity and generosity in welcoming someone into your home.
While similar, you're more than welcome to stay with us holds a specific nuance. Consider, make yourself at home. This phrase is usually offered after someone has already arrived, encouraging them to relax and be comfortable. It focuses on their behavior once inside. In contrast, our door is always open suggests a general, ongoing availability and welcome, but perhaps less immediate and intense than more than welcome to stay. Our idiom specifically extends a strong current invitation to stay, emphasizing that their presence is greatly desired right now.
In summary, you are more than welcome to stay with us is a beautiful way to express profound hospitality and genuine desire for someone's company. Rooted in the ancient concept of a pleasing guest, its modern form amplifies that warmth, removing any doubt about the sincerity of your invitation. Remember to use it when you truly mean to convey heartfelt generosity. So next time you want to make someone feel truly cherished and wanted in your home, this idiom is your perfect choice. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, it'll do the trick. This versatile phrase means that something will be sufficient to achieve a desired result or solve a particular problem effectively. Imagine you're in a tricky situation and a simple solution comes to mind that you believe will work. That's when you'd use this idiom. Its origin traces back to the 19th century, where trick was understood not as a deception, but as a clever method, knack, or effective device. It perfectly captures the idea of a solution, however simple, that gets the job done. Let's explore how this idiom works with a couple of examples. For our first scenario, imagine you're trying to reset a router, but you don't have the proper tool. You might say, I only have a paperclip, but I think it'll do the trick to reset the router. Here, the paperclip, though unconventional, is expected to be an effective solution. In our second example, consider a small repair. This small patch of plaster should do the trick for that crack in the wall. In both cases, the idiom conveys confidence that a particular item or action, even if seemingly minor or makeshift, will successfully achieve the desired outcome. It highlights the practicality of finding a functional solution.
While it'll do, the trick implies a clever or effective solution. Other phrases offer similar sentiments. It'll get the job done is a close alternative, often used when efficiency and completion are the main focus, regardless of the cleverness involved. For instance, this old wrench might not be perfect, but it'll get the job done. Another phrase is, it'll serve its purpose, which emphasizes functionality and utility, suggesting something will fulfill its intended role adequately. You might say, this temporary fix will serve its purpose until we get the proper repair. These options provide varying shades of meaning depending on the context.
In summary, it'll do the trick is a fantastic idiom for when you anticipate that a particular solution, often simple or resourceful, will be perfectly effective in achieving a desired outcome. Originating from the 19th century understanding of trick as a clever method, it conveys confidence that something will work. So the next time you find a creative solution to a problem or are confident a simple action will yield results, remember, it'll do the trick. It's a handy phrase for expressing successful problem solving. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, it's quite easy once you get the hang of it. This phrase expresses that something challenging initially becomes simple after you acquire the necessary skill or understanding. Its origin relates to mastering tools, where the hang referred to how a tool was balanced and effectively manipulated. It evolved to mean mastering any process through practice. Let's explore these examples. Learning to ride a bicycle seems hard at first, but it's quite easy once you get the hang of it. This shows how initial difficulty with a physical skill fades with practice. Similarly, don't worry about the new software. It is quite easy once you get the hang of it applies this to new technology, reassuring that familiarity transforms complexity into simplicity.
Consider similar expressions. Get the knack of it suggests learning a particular trick or clever method. Pick it up quickly implies a rapid learning process, while get the hang of it broadly refers to achieving overall competence through practice. Get the knack often points to a specific clever solution, and pick it up emphasizes the speed of learning.
In summary, it's quite easy once you get the hang of it, means that mastery comes with practice. Remembering its roots in understanding how to properly use tools can help you recall its meaning. Use it to encourage yourself or others when facing new challenges, knowing that with a little effort, everything eventually becomes easier. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, he has no worries as far as money is concerned. This means someone is financially secure, free from monetary concerns. The idiom combines no worries with as far as X is concerned to pinpoint financial reassurance. It highlights financial freedom, allowing comfortable living without money-related stress. Let's look at examples. First, after selling his company, he has no worries as far as money is concerned. This shows how a financial event leads to complete security. Second, thanks to a large inheritance, she has no worries as far as money is concerned. An unexpected windfall provides financial peace. Both show the idiom describing someone free from money anxieties.
Similar ideas, he's financially set implies future security, and he's well off means wealthy. While well off highlights wealth, our idiom emphasizes the absence of worry due to that wealth. Use financially set for future peace, well off for general prosperity, and our idiom when stressing money's profound peace of mind.
To recap, he has no worries as far as money is concerned means someone is completely free from financial stress. This clear idiom communicates financial security and peace. It's about the absence of worry it brings. Use this phrase to describe someone who achieved significant financial stability, enjoying true financial ease and peace of mind. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, I really leaned on her. It means you relied heavily on someone for support or comfort during a difficult time. From the physical act of leaning for balance, this phrase evolved in the 16th century English. It captures emotional and practical dependence. Let's see examples. When my business was failing, I really leaned on my wife for emotional strength. This meant emotional support. After the accident, he really leaned on his colleagues for help with his workload. This meant practical aid. Both show deep reliance, highlighting vital support.
Similar expressions depended on her heavily is a direct synonym for strong reliance. She was my rock suggests an unwavering source of support, implying extreme reliability. Leaned on her describes seeking. She was my rock emphasizes their inherent strength for you.
In summary, I really leaned on her conveys significant reliance for comfort or assistance during tough times. Originating from physical support, it captures human interdependence. Use this idiom to express how crucial someone's help was, acknowledging their vital role, conveying gratitude. I'll see you next time with another great expression.
Today's idiom is, can I take a rain check? This useful phrase is a polite way to decline an invitation or offer right now, while showing you're keen to do it another time. Its origin comes from American baseball in the late 19th century. If a game was called off because of bad weather, spectators would receive a rain check, a ticket allowing them to attend a future game without paying again. This practical system eventually evolved into the common figurative expression we use today, meaning to postpone an offer or invitation. Let's see how we can use this in everyday conversation. Imagine a friend invites you to dinner, but you already have plans. You could say, I'd love to join you for dinner tonight, but I have a prior engagement. Can I take a rain check? Here, you're expressing interest but politely asking to reschedule. Or consider this scenario. Someone invites you to a concert, but you're overwhelmed with work. You might respond, thanks for the invitation to the concert, but I'm swamped with work this week. Can I take a rain check? In both cases, the speaker is acknowledging the invitation and expressing a desire to participate later, making it a thoughtful and considerate way to decline for the moment. It softens the refusal, keeping the door open for future plans.
While can I take a rain check is specific and polite, other phrases convey similar ideas. Let's do it another time is a more direct but still friendly way to suggest rescheduling, often implying mutual agreement. Perhaps another day is slightly more formal and open-ended, suggesting a possibility without firm commitment. Can I take a rain check? Uniquely emphasizes the idea of a postponed ticket or opportunity, making it particularly gracious when you genuinely want to participate later but can't right now. Use it when you want to show strong interest in rescheduling the exact activity.
To sum up, can I take a rain check? Is a wonderfully polite and common idiom for postponing an activity or invitation to a later date. Remember its roots in baseball, where bad weather meant a ticket for another day. This historical connection makes the phrase especially vivid. So the next time you need to decline an offer but genuinely wish to accept later, confidently say, can I take a rain check? It's a great way to keep your options open and maintain friendly relations. Practice using it to sound more natural. I'll see you next time with another great expression.